Hello and welcome. You're watching Fine Print. I'm Bhairavi Singh. First up on the show, while the world battles to counter the growing threat of coronavirus, another looming crisis is already taking shape. The economic one. China, which is effectively the world's manufacturing hub, has locked down cities and firewalled millions of people. While the coronavirus has still managed to make way across continents, Chinese exports are hit and global supply chains are experiencing the tremors. From airlines to the auto sector, from smartphones to a slump in demand for oil. As the supply of the world struggles, WION brings you the impact of coronavirus from across the world. This is a WION global coverage on the economic crisis of the coronavirus epidemic.
So Europe, of course, is more economically dependent on China and on the arrivals of Chinese tourists. But if this goes on for very long, of course, it will affect not just businesses in the tourism industry, but many who are dependent on China and on Chinese factories, where work in many cases has been suspended, of course, since the outbreak of the coronavirus, to prevent people from gathering in big spaces like workplaces where where the disease might be contagious. So there is widespread economic concern about the possible repercussions for the global economy, especially here in Europe, if China remains essentially isolated from the world for very much longer.
Hong Kong's Disneyland and a similar theme park have all been shut down. Most people here are working from home. Behind me, you can see a couple of local shops open, but that's about it. Central, the economic financial hub of Hong Kong's kind of business center, is bare bones at the moment. People mostly working from home, unable to get to work, and of course, lots of foreigners preparing to leave Hong Kong because they say it's hard to imagine a future here because the economic impact in a couple of months' time is just going to be tremendous.
There may be an impact on Apple's supply chains, but Hyundai, the Korean car maker, has also announced that it's going to temporarily shut down its factories. So, this is something that's going to affect people economically in a lot of different ways. Of course, people not being able to travel around and do business, that's something that's very difficult. But a lot of small businesses in particular are being affected.
Well, Britain really does feel a world away from the outbreak, but even here it is feeling the financial implications of the coronavirus. FTSE 100 has already dropped 5% since the peak in January when the virus and outbreak really took hold. Now, Barclays Bank has come out and said they do believe the economic impact will be less severe than the SARS outbreak all those years ago. However, they did say the sectors to watch are retail and transport.